In this video, I'm going to show you everything that's new for the 2024 G70 because Genesis made a lot of small unannounced changes that I can guarantee a lot of you are not aware of. So on the left is my 2023 G70 and on the right is the 24 model. Both cars have the 3.3 powertrain with the Sport Prestige package. My car is in the color Siberian Ice and the 24 model on the right is in Uni White. So we're going to first start off in the interior because that's where a majority of the changes took place on the 24 model, with the first one being the AC interface. It is a completely new system. It's a touchscreen, has haptic feedback, works extremely well versus the 23 model. As you can see, it just has a bunch of physical touch buttons, which I personally prefer. Again, on the 24 model, they updated the buttons like the radio buttons, navigation, all that, which again, as you can see on the 23, just slightly different design. Now, another change you will notice over here is they updated the start-stop button on the 24. It's just a much more elegant design versus on the 23 model. You know, as you can see right there, that was the design style. Now, moving on to the wireless charging pad, they did change the design and I guess usability of this. As you can see right here on the 23, it's just a flat, rectangle pad and giving you a side-by-side just to compare 24 on top, 23 on bottom. Just a little small thing they changed right there. As we look up at the rearview mirror, on the 24 model, it got a nice frameless rearview mirror versus on the 23 model, as you can see, it has the big bulky frame around it with the, buttons and stuff you can interact with. So going off of the rearview mirror, if we look down at the steering wheel, you'll notice that you get a nice leather-wrapped horn cover, which is exclusive only to the 3.3 Sport Prestige. And then again, if you compare it to the 23, you just get this crummy-looking plastic horn cover. Another interesting thing here is that they swapped the buttons on the steering wheel, vice versa, left to right. I don't really know why they did this, so, it is what it is. But going from there, they did change the gear stalks. As you can see, they have these nice, elegant metal tips to the end of them. Whereas if we take a look at the 23 model, they're just, cheap plastic, whatever. And fun fact, these are the exact same gear stalks that are on the Santa Fe as well. So, kind of sucks if you have a 23 model. Now, another little small change they did was the buttons down here on the middle console, side-by-side picture. You will notice that they kind of changed some of the buttons around, what have you. So giving you a door comparison, another small change I noticed was some of the trim on the door panel and throughout the car is slightly different. So looking over here on the 24 model, you will notice that this trim piece right here is kind of just like a gray color, if you will, like a matte gray color, versus on the 23 model, you have this really cool metal kind of design going on. Personally, I really like this metal design better. It looks a lot better. So again, shown right there in the middle console. And if we go back and look over the 24 model, as you can see, a different trim piece. Now, as we make our way into the back of the car, again, the different trims continue into the back of the vehicle. Really nothing else changed in the car. The back of the seats are still plastic. They have the little mesh nets. No changes in the back of the car. A cool change is the key fob. As you'll notice, the 2024 key fob on the left has this really cool, it's a much bigger key fob, but a really cool design, sleek, modern, if you will. It's got the buttons on the side, just a little fun thing for you guys to look at. Now, as we make our way on the exterior of the car, it did get the new updated Genesis badging on the front of the vehicle. And again, just to give you guys a side-by-side comparison, showing you what they look like. On the front of the 24 model, the new badge is like flat versus it's kind of raised on the older style. Now, probably the biggest and most notable change on the exterior of the 24 model is the updated rim style. As you can see, taking a close-up look right here just to give you guys a good look. They also updated the Brimbos to say Genesis on them instead of Brembo. And then, taking a look over here at the 23 model, just to give you guys a comparison and look at these two wheels side by side. You can kind of decide for yourself, which you think looks better. My personal opinion, I really like the rim style better on the 23 model. It just fits the car better. It's more aggressive. And this is just giving you guys another angle to look at the wheels. So that's going to wrap up all the changes for the 2024 G70. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel about some of these changes and updates on the 24 model and which model year you would prefer. Do you like the new rim style in the 2024 versus 2023? Do you like how the AC interface looks compared to the 23 model? My own personal opinion, I think the AC interface and old button style looks way better in the 23 model than it does on the 24. And I might be biased there, but let me know what you guys think about those kind of things and which one you'd prefer. Now, I did want to touch briefly on the 2025 model because we do know that there will be a new color option. It's supposed to be a matte blue, but that's pretty much the extent of the changes for the 2025 and all that has been announced. So I'm kind of led to believe that if there are any changes on the 2025, it's not going to be anything major, such as, a full digital gauge cluster or ambient lighting or what have you. The rest of the Genesis lineup, such as like the SUVs, the GV70, they did announce for the 25 models that they're getting, the screens across the dash and a few other updates as well. So the fact that Genesis has not announced any of that to be applied to the 2025 G70, that leads me to believe that we're not getting any major changes or updates. And if the 25 does happen to get any updates or changes at all, they're going to be a bunch of minor stuff that was, like it was on the 2024 G70. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful, informational, and I will see you next time. Stay glossy, my friends.